This is Sky Blues Extra.
Hello and welcome to Sky Blues Extra. We're here today to do another video with you guys, and it's a kit reaction video. We're going to take you through the new home and away kits. We'll reveal what they look like and our reaction to them. And we'll also add some of your thoughts, the people that reached out to us on Twitter recently. But first of all, we just want to say a massive thank you to those who have subscribed to the YouTube channel already. And we also want to say thank you for those that have watched our recent video. If you haven't already, check it out. It's on the links below, and it's all about our fixture list and the games that Coventry City will play this season. So I suppose kicking off, we just want to take you through the home kits to start off with. The club recently released the home strip this week, and I think it was really well received actually, Dean.
It was actually. It's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of fans trying to get access to the kits for the last few weeks. It's been a hot topic of conversation. All the replies on every single post on the official Twitter page and Facebook pages, just constantly hassling the admins for the kits. But we finally got what we wanted this week.
Yeah, exactly. And Dave Boddy came out and said about the home kit, it's taken its inspiration from the 1992-94 sort of Peugeot kit, the likes of Dion Dublin, the likes of Mickey Quinn, Peter Underlove. They would have worn that infamous checkered pattern that was so famous when we were playing in the Premiership. Boddy said he's worked really hard with Hummel to create a superb design which is completely bespoke to Coventry City, and he hopes that it'll prove very popular with the Sky Blue fans. The players were equally impressed, Dean. Fankety Dabo, he modelled the kit and he said it's absolute flames. But what was your first impressions of it?
I was a little bit taken back to begin with because I thought the pictures that the club released made it look a little bit of a weird colour blue.
Yeah.
So I was a bit skeptical. But the more I've looked at it and saw other pictures, I've actually really fell in love with it. I don't know if people probably saw my tweet earlier in the week, and I was saying that it was hard to beat last season's home kit.
Yeah, agreed.
But this one is actually, I think, on another level. I'm not a particular fan of the sponsor. That's just another story. But the actual design of the sort of pattern at the bottom, I think, is really nice, and it's a great throwback to our early 90s and one of my early heroes in Nuddy running down the wing.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of the followers agree with you, possibly on both accounts, actually, especially with the sponsor. I know it's been a hot topic and a hot topic of debate among the Sky Blue faithful. I suppose it is just where business meets football, and with us entering into the Championship, it was always going to be a lot more lucrative deals for sponsorship for the club, and betting companies obviously do provide that revenue, and will usually pay quite a lot for that type of sponsorship. So I suppose it's one of those business over heart sometimes decisions that the club have had to make. But a couple of different quotes up there, Dean. We've got Chris. She said the pattern was never one of my favourites, but the fade in and out, it wins me over a little. Love the blue with the white socks and shorts, and seems quite happy with it.
Yeah, just look at it again with the pattern. It is really nice how it fades in. And I was a little bit skeptical to begin with because there's no pattern on the back.
Yeah.
But having seen the players wearing it today in the friendlies versus Peterborough, it looks really smart. The way it sort of fades away around the sides and obviously up towards the badge. And I agree with what she said there about the dark blue trim. That's really smart.
And there was some more comments, Dean. I think Martin Coleman said it was always going to be a big ask to get anything close to be as popular as last season. I don't hate it. I just don't love it as much as when I saw last season's kit.
It was quite 50-50 actually, wasn't it, on Twitter? A lot of people were referring to last season's kit, and obviously that was the first year with Hummel, and they did an absolutely outstanding job with that kit. A lot of people around Europe were praising that kit, but I think they've taken it to another level this year, and I really like how they look back at our history.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that pattern obviously was a big talking point during the early 90s. It was a bit out there for the time, and to go back to that is really nice.
Yeah, I think the best compliment the kit could have got of all is from David there on the bottom right. Excellent, even my wife likes it.
It's always good when the wife likes what you like, keeps her happy.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no, for myself, lovely kit. I think Body obviously mentioned there about how they work with Hummel and it's bespoke to the club, and that's important because you don't want those template kits. We went through
Yeah.
such a period of time, I think, with the night kits even. That were just very template based, and you could probably see them on a Sunday league down, your local.
Well, they're still out there now. Look at Peterborough, Portsmouth for this year. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous how they can get away with that. To be honest, we're very, very lucky now to have this deal with Hummel, and they spend time and effort and obviously some money on it because those designs don't come cheap. So that's really nice to see. And just go back to that last comment that I think it was Lewis made about how they look different in the pictures. So I think if you
Yeah,
look here,
yeah,
um, with the two different sort of contrasting. I think
yeah.
it must have just been the sunlight that gives it a different kind of blue tint effect on Gordon and Dabo's pictures. But yeah, from the new lad on the left there and the pictures today in the friendly, it's definitely a more traditional sky blue.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant, isn't it? And moving on to the away kit now, Dean, bringing that one up, it was again some thoughts from Body, and it was nice to hear him speak about this superb and unique kit, he called it. He said, referring to the kit from over 120 years ago when we were Singers FC, he said he hopes it shows the rich history of the football club, will emphasise the connection that we have with current players, so custodians of the football club before it was named Coventry City before it changed over. I think it's again very striking kit, different to perhaps what we've done. I'm trying to think back to that Cassidy Group red kit was one
Yeah.
that we perhaps had a while back. Trying to think of players that would have worn it, but one that stands out would be sort of Ivor Lawton. I don't know why that's in there. I think Stephen Hughes may have already.
That's a bit out there.
But that was a red kit. But this is obviously different. It still has that traditional Hummel on
Yeah.
the top shoulders, sort of epaulets. What's your thoughts on it?
I think this for me is one that I'm going to have to see up close and personal. Just because I want to see the kind of the design. There's a pattern obviously intertwined in the red and
Yeah.
black, but it's very hard to see. One thing I do like with this though is how the badge is all white.
Yes.
I think it works really, really well with the trim. I'd probably like to see the white trim on the collar as well.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a solid kit, and again, people, not just Coventry fans, have been making remarks about it, and they really like it.
I think
It's
the
great to go
third
back. It's
kit.
great to go back to the singers traditional, over 100 years ago. That's really, really nice to go back to that. And again, Hummel doing their homework.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you mentioned there about the white badge, like on the third kit actually that we had for the two-tone. That was really, I think that was great, where it was just like you say, just a black crest, and the same that they've done here with the white. It really stands
Just
out.
mixes in and makes it stand out. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's just a
agreed.
little attention to detail. If we had Nike, that would just be a sewn on a embroidered badge,
Yeah.
just a normal badge. But Hummel have gone to the effort of making it all white, and it stands out, and that's what makes it look good.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it looks quite dark actually on the screen there, but it is a blue, red and blue, isn't it, on the kit?
A red and blue.
Sorry, look, my screen's gone funny there. So
Red and black.
red and black. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we've got some pictures, haven't we? Of
We've got a couple of the players in the kit. Yeah, obviously we haven't seen anybody in pre-season with it, but the club released a couple of pictures of Gordon and Dabo. And it looks really nice. And this year we've got long sleeve options as well for people to purchase, which is nice.
yeah,
Dabo sporting the long sleeve. I personally won't get a long sleeve, but yeah, it's a nice option to have.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's. I saw one comment on Twitter about where you can wear if it would actually have an issue where you've got the different coloured sleeves for some reason. They said one club had an issue with the referee once saying that wearing different coloured sleeves was a bit of a pain or a bit of a FOMO, but I don't
I know they don't allow, the Under Armour garment, the tight fitting
to be a
garments to be a
different colour.
different colour.
Yeah,
So maybe that's something to do with that, but I can't see that being an issue.
and what was some of the fans saying, Dean, from Twitter on the away kit?
Yeah, really nice, nice few pieces here. Nick at Nick Cov said he just loves it, and Jonathan Sheen there, a little bit of our history. I like it.
Yeah, brilliant. And it is a lovely kit. I think it was great that it took a little while for the kits to come out, but now we've seen them. They're all there. The goalkeepers have also got some new kits, Dean.
Yep.
Very bright,
Yep.
very vibrant.
Bright, perfect. That's what they need to be. They need to be vibrant so people can get put off when they try to take a shot on goal.
Yeah,
Especially that away, it's very very garish, that orange, isn't it?
yeah,
But I like the pattern. The pattern's really nice. Again, the fade, but the opposite fade, the opposite way from down from top to bottom. So that's quite nice. And yeah, it just works well. I'm sure the two lads are very happy with it.
yeah. No, great. And it's good to see that the shirts are out. They're obviously out on pre-order, which I
Yeah.
stupidly brought before I'd even seen the home kit. So hopefully that'll be winging its way to myself as soon as the club can get them out. But yeah, they're already on the site to buy, and you can purchase them already. And that's pretty much brings us to the end of the video today. It was just lovely to be able to sort of see the kits, see what we're going to be playing in next year, and they didn't disappoint. Hummel have been consistent with well thought out kits, history, a real nice nod back to the 92-94 kit, and obviously, as we mentioned already, around the singers as well.
One thing I would like to point out is the attention to detail that they've put in there. They've been nice embroidery on the back of all the kits of all the phoenix, the elephant, the castle. It's a really nice touch that from the badge and the history of Coventry.
Yeah, no, actually, I forgot about that completely. But yeah, great, isn't it? It's that attention to detail. It feels like that Hummel have actually thought about those kits and actually planned and worked with the club, like Body said, and they've delivered again a really really good product. And it goes to show, I think it was 68%. The club came out today and said 68% better pre-orders than last season, which is
It's a fantastic revenue stream for the club as well. If you have a good design, it just shows people are going to be interested and people will purchase.
yeah, exactly.
It's if you just throw the Tesco shopping bag in from a couple of years ago, it's probably our worst selling shirt.
Yeah.
Probably over the last 20 years, I would say. But that's because it was a stupid design,
Yeah.
plain, basic, off the shelf, and people won't purchase it. But when you see a little bit of effort's been put into something, you're more than likely gonna press that buy button. So a big hats off to Hummel and to Dave Body and the team as well.
Yeah, brilliant. And thank you to everyone out there that's contributed to our video so far. Thanks to them that have contributed to this video. You can always join in with the conversation. You just need to use the hashtag SkyBluesExtra on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And also make sure you take a look at our Rivals Lowdown. We're doing articles kindly from Alex Smith, who's a brilliant writer, and he's done Rivals Lowdowns for all of our championship opponents. And all you do to see them is go to www.skyblues-extra.co.uk and have a look at the Rivals Lowdown to get the head-to-head manager focus and memorable games from those teams that we'll be taking on shortly in the championship.
And yeah, Dave, one thing I would like to point out is the really nice photography they've done on these pictures here. Showing the heart of Coventry and the heart of Hummel on these pictures, and it's really, really nice. Just one thing I'd like to bring up.
Yeah, no, fantastic. It was great to see that photo shoot done with Godden and Dabo, and the shirts, as we've mentioned, they look great. And again, brings us to the end of the show, and all that's left to be said is play up Sky Blues.